New tonight in Moss Point, city leaders putting the first dollar amount on cost for initial repairs from this month's tornado. Aldermen are set to debate approval for a $2 million note to remove debris and order materials.
That's set to go on the agenda on Wednesday of next week. In the meantime, more volunteers are showing up with food, water, and clothes. But as Amber Spradley reports, more people with roofing licenses or rebuilding experience are in great demand.
For some Good Samaritans, they've been in Moss Point since the EF2 tornado wreaked its havoc.
We've served over 2,000 meals in a 6-day period, averaging about 350, 400 meals per day. This morning, I drove the city looking for yards to clean up.
Pastor Larry Hawkins Sr. from Union Baptist Church in Pascagoula is one of several showing up to the rec center on Denny Street to volunteer, putting in the work despite the scorching heat wave blanketing Ground Zero.
The heat is bearable because the need is greater than the heat.
This is how the process to help is set up. Volunteers like these two from Team Rubicon are encouraged to check in first at the rec center for a debriefing and to be strategically assigned to remaining areas in need. Team Rubicon is a nationwide disaster response group based in California, comprised mainly of military veterans from all over.
We are dealing with 60 major and destroyed residences. We think there may be only 5 who are insured. Calls and addresses that we have exceed 60.
This storm struck close to home for Rubicon members Kevin from Alabama and George from Pascagoula. They're assessing the damage Friday before team leaders decide to send more of their manpower in.
If anybody's got time and can volunteer, they need to come help. I mean, today's Moss Point, tomorrow it might be your own community.
Kevin Clava worked as a generator mechanic in the Army for more than 20 years. He says deploying to areas in crisis mode is second nature to him.
They call it the post-deployment blues. A lot of us do it just to feel wanted.
More than 300 structures were impacted by the storm.
It's not things we need as much as it is the labor.
Jackson County Chamber Director Paige Roberts is assuming the role of the city's volunteer coordinator. She says they need chainsaw operators, licensed roofers, and others willing to volunteer their trade skills to make a difference.
If a tarp isn't put on correctly originally, in some cases we're even having to do the same roof a couple times.
In Moss Point, Amber Spradley, WLOX News Now.
If you would like to help rebuild Moss Point, the phone number for volunteering is on your screen now. The number will connect you to the Volunteer Center.